Hey guys, this is going to be a quick review of some of my brushes from coastalscents.com. It's a great website for some really high quality brushes that you can get at some really good prices. So I just want to tell you about some of the brushes from there that I've accumulated over probably the past couple months or so, and tell you of how I like them, and maybe it can help you decide if you're on the website what ones you might want to try as well. So the first one is the Italian Badger Deluxe Fan Brush, and look at that. Isn't that a pretty brush? It's got a nice wood grain handle and a fan brush. It's just what you would think of a fan brush being, very thin, thin this way but very wide out this way. And what a fan brush can be used for is to, say, apply any kind of all-over finishing veil or something like that, anything very sheer on your skin. But it can also be good for, and what I find myself using it for a lot, is if I'm using a loose powder eyeshadow or any eyeshadow that tends to create a lot of fallout down here on my cheekbone. This is great for just brushing it away. It brushes it away without pressing it back down into your skin and messing up all the makeup you've already done. So I really like that. I'm really surprised that I haven't gotten this in my collection before, because this is a really great brush, and it is $3.49 on coastalscents.com. So just a great brush to have in your collection, and you don't see a lot of these out in the drugstore, so if you see this on Coastal Scents and it's not sold out, I would get this one. So, very good brush. Next, I want to talk about the Angle Blush Brush. This is a short little guy, and it's got very soft bristles, and it's a good size for your cheek. It's just nice. It gets, really covers that area well if you're into contouring or anything like that, or just blush in general. It's just nice. The angle, I love the angle. I love tapered effects to my brushes, and I just think this works incredibly well. It's probably going to be the type of brush that I use on a daily basis for blush. It's just really good. And now, take a close look at it though, because if you're a Bare Minerals user, do you see anything familiar about this brush? It looks just like one of my Bare Minerals brushes. I mean, with the exception of this isn't a tapered brush, but the handle, the ferrule is like exactly the same there. They're the same length. It just looks like the same kind of brush. The bristles feel the same. It's just, so, I mean, you're getting something very close to the Bare Minerals quality brushes, so for only $4.50. So very good brush. So we're like 2 for 2 here. The next brush that I got here is really long. Look at how tall this brush is. It is so tall. It's the Duo Fiber Stippling brush, and it's $7.95, the most expensive brush that I have off of Coastal Scents. And just look at how tall. I can't get over how long this one is, seriously. Like, compared to this little short guy, it's really tall. But anyway, it's good for, you could use this kind of brush to put on any kind of light coverage of mineral powder or any kind of loose powder. I think it would do well with. And the Duo Fiber portion of it, what that means is that you've got these hair on top that is very soft. It's like you're petting a cat right now. But what's underneath here really feels more like a normal brush, and it incorporates both of those fibers to give a different kind of coverage when you use it. And what I used it for today was with my foundation. I used the stippling approach, and I just put my foundation on my hand, blotted my brush in, and then this is what you like. If you stipple your foundation on, you just go little by little and get it on there, and then kind of blend it out. And this is great for blending. I felt like it blended my foundation flawlessly, but it did give me very light coverage, because think about it. You're not just taking your foundation out of the container, putting it on your fingers and putting it on your face. This is like the middleman in this. So you are having to kind of dip back in, put more on, but it is you're going to get sheer coverage if you use this with liquid foundation. So just be aware of that. Also, I clean off all my brushes before I use them, and I thought that would do away with the shedding. with this, because I was warned on the website that this brush might shed, and it continued to even after I cleaned it. So you know, I think it's just a matter of when you're using it with a liquid product, those fibers in the brush kind of want to cling to your face where there's that moisture. So I'm hoping that that dies down as I continue to use it. I gotta think it's going to, you know. It's not like it's gonna go bald or anything. I hope not, but it really is a decent brush for $7.95. I've heard of brushes like this costing far more than that. So if you want to try this kind of technique with your foundation, this would be a good brush to do that with. The next 4 brushes are all eye brushes. The first one is the Chisel Fluff / Pointed Crease Duet. So by duet, it's got that means it has a brush on each end. And so this one, the chisel one, is a nice small kind of crease brush. I would compare this to my Essence of Beauty brush that I get from CVS. I use in probably almost any tutorial I've done. That crease brush, it's pretty much the exact same shape as this. So if you're looking for something similar there, that is going to work for you. This works great. And then this side, I enjoy this because it's not as big as your typical eyeshadow brushes. You know how I feel like some eyeshadow brushes, you put them on and they're so big for your eyelid, and this one actually fits quite well. So you have a lot of control. You can get the shadow exactly where you want it, as far as getting shadow on your eyelids. So very good brush. The only thing is with storage of this brush, I use the Sephora inspired brush holders with a little sand and you stick it down in, and I don't want to do that with this because I don't want to mess up the brush. So it sits out in its own special place. So anyway, moving on. And that one, I don't know if I said how much that one was. That was $3.95. The next one is $2. It's the Chisel Angle Fluff Shadow Brush. And if you'll recall, I did a tutorial. I wanted to do one using just one brush just to show how versatile this is. This brush can do it all. It can put it on your lid, it can do a nice crease, it can highlight, it can go around underneath. I mean, it's just so multi-purpose. I really think people need to get this brush in their brush wardrobe. It's so good. I have nothing bad to say about it. I mean, it's one of those brushes you can reach for, probably cut your time, maybe not in half, but you can at least cut out some of the time you spend doing your eye makeup just by streamlining all the brushes you're using down to something like this. So moving on, gotta move on. Next one is the eyeliner brush, the super fine eyeliner brush for $1.99. This is the cheapest brush that I've gotten from Coastal Scents, but it is also probably my least favorite. And it's not that bad, but it's just not really what I was looking for. I wanted a really, really fine tip, and I wanted a tip of the brush where the end would like hang together for a really, really fine eyeliner tip. This one, it's kind of hard to tell, but when it hits your skin, it's like the tip spreads out a little bit more, and it gives you a wider line, and sometimes the bristles separate a little bit, and then, I mean, that's never good with an eyeliner brush. You want it to hang together and give you a nice continuous line. So this, you know, may be good if I want to, say, set my eyeliner with a powder and dip this into some and go over it. This could be fine if you wanted to use like a powder as your eyeliner, but for liquid and cream, I'm kind of struggling with this one right now. But anyway, moving on, the Chisel Detail Mini Brush is $2, and it is so cute. It actually says Mini Contour on here, but on the website it's called the Chisel Detail Mini Brush, and it is so tiny. Like, look how little it is. Perfect for getting shadow around your tear duct area. Great for setting eyeliner or working out a little bit of smokiness or smudging. This is great. It's so little. You will be surprised when you get this at how small it is, because on the website it makes it look a little bigger, but this is tiny. But I can honestly say I have nothing like this in my brush collection, so that's great. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out.